Hi everyone. This session on mnemonics for vocabulary learning is a short video to let you know the uses of mnemonics. And you know quite well, vocabulary is a challenging task. Mnemonics is not a new area actually. This is used in GRE, GMAT vocabulary part. Now, besides mnemonics, you can go ahead with prefixes, suffixes, and root words. One of the biggest problems with vocabulary in English language is most of the words are from Latin, German, French. They entered into English language. Because of this reason, vocabulary has become a challenging task to every student. So in this regard, to crack vocabulary in different competitive examinations and in placement tests, what supports you is the first thing is reading a lot. If we have good reading skills, now prefixes, suffixes, root words, and mnemonics, all these things are going to be secondary. But the primary thing is develop good reading skills or read a lot. I'm talking about non-academics, so that you can no need to by heart vocabulary. You can master vocabulary very easily when you read a lot. Besides, these competitive examinations are testing your 4-star and 5-star words. And to remember these 4-star and 5-star words, the support of prefixes, suffixes, root words, and mnemonics are necessary. Now, in this session, the focus is on how these mnemonics are going to be supportive for you to develop your vocabulary. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now, what are mnemonics? Now, mnemonic is a noun word, refers to a device used to aid recall. Now, when I say recall, to recollect something. Now, words are not easy to remember. These mnemonics will be supportive to you to recollect the words. Okay, right? Now, how these mnemonics are helpful to you to improve your vocabulary? This is the question. Now, interestingly, this mnemonics is also used by medical students too. They use mnemonics a lot rather than these GR and GMAT students. So let's take up examples first, let you know how it is used, and towards the end of it, I'll let you know what can be done, where how it should be developed. Okay, let's proceed. So look at these examples. Look at the first example, inevitable. Okay, now what is the meaning of inevitable? Meaning is impossible to avoid or to prevent. The meaning of inevitable is impossible to avoid or to prevent. Now, mnemonic is breaking or splitting the word, right? In every table, in every table, in every table. So when in is clearly heard, table is clearly heard. Now every, let's make it every. So in every table. Now when you say in every table, you cannot avoid it. That means instead of saying when you say in every table, if you want to remember it, that means in every table means on every table. So something that should be on every table. Okay, now this is how you need to remember the word in every table. So you cannot avoid it, impossible to avoid it, because it should be on every table. Hope you understand. When something is on every table, that means you cannot be without it, right? So that is inevitable. Now look at the second one, remiss, remiss. Now split the word, remiss. So miss again. Now re is prefix. You need to have knowledge on prefix too. Re means again, recall, call again, right? So missed again. Now when do you miss? So there is a chance that everybody miss something, but if you miss again, what could be the reason? When you miss something again, that means, see, when you fail again, failing in the examination happens to everybody. But if you fail on the same subject again, what could be the reason? The reason could be you didn't work hard. So you are negligent, you are careless. So remiss is negligent and careless. How do you know it? Remiss, missed again. So the reason behind missing again is being negligent, right? Look at the next one. Paramount. Para means maximum. The prefix para means max. So max amount. So when something is max amount, mean concern. When something is maximum amount. See, if there is if the amount is maximum to you, you when you have more money. Now let's consider amount as money. When you have more money, you have more concern. Like paramount is main concern. Okay. Now let's look at the next set. Just a pose. Just pose. Pose means side by side. Just a pose. Just now see when you split it, the moment to split the word, read the word for your convenience. Now you may get a doubt. So how to split the word and how to read it, right? We will discuss. Let me complete with the examples first. Later I'll come to this part. Okay. So just a pose, just pose. Pose means side, sit or position, right? Pose is position, side by side. So to place two things side by side. Pose is position. Just means next. So side by side. Okay, to place two things side by side is just a pose. So when you look at the word just a pose, you may there is no necessity of remembering the meaning. Instead, just pose. Pose means position. Just means next position. So then immediately what should come into your mind is the meaning side by side. Now incapacitated, incomplete. When I say incomplete, you say not complete. Now prefix in means not. Now incapacitated, in means no. Now capacitate, what is the nearest word for capacitate? Capacity. So capacity to act. Now this is a little confusing over here because an extra part is brought over here. Okay. Now there could be alternative for this kind of splitting up the word. There is a mnemonics dictionary, right? Mnemonics dictionary is available online also. Just browse internet, you can find mnemonics dictionary in a PDF form, almost of 500 to 600 pages. Okay, so there are two or three alternatives for each word and how to remember it. Or else you have a website called mnemonics dictionary. Browse for a word on mnemonics dictionary. Now the alternative that I provided here, you can find better alternative also. And don't mind when you have sometimes mnemonics dictionary provides you vulgar examples also so that you can remember better. Now choice is yours, which type of uh, example or which type of model that you pick up to remember the word, but it is not always right. So unable to act or respond is incapacitated. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Look at guile. So now the example that here guile is pronounced as gali, right? Pyar wali gali. Clever or crafty character. Now it doesn't fit over here. The reason behind giving this kind of example is also is because the way how the word gali is and the example that is given over does not fit at all. Not even to let you know, sometimes certain mnemonics make us feel that it does not suit at all and we cannot easily remember at all. In such a case, what you need to do is there will be two or three alternatives available in mnemonics dictionary website. Go and pick them up to let you know that there would be certain examples that won't fit at all. That's the reason why it is given, right? Haphazard, high sub hazard, haphazard, high sub hazard. Now, when you say hazard, done in an unsystematic or unorganized way. Hazard, you know it very well, right? So when you say hazard, it is could be something that is not done systematically. Okay, garish, right? Crudely or excessively colorful. Now, garish, garish. probably garish. Now instead of the one given over here, the one example mnemonics given over here, garish. What could the other word that could come into your mind is garnish. Now garnish, why do you do garnish? So that it could be colorful. So when something is excessively colorful, it is garish. Garnish is colorful. Now the example that is provided over here, what I feel is it does not fit. But to remember this word excessively colorful, now mnemonics is not just that they are hard and fast rules. This is the only way how to remember it. Now I gave an example, right? Garish reminds me garnish. Now when you garnish something, the dish appears colorful. Okay. Now garish is excessively colorful. Garnish is colorful, garish is excessively colorful. Now this is how you need to remember it. There are no hard and fast rules for mnemonics at all. The for your convenience, there is no thumb rule at all. You can whatever you find easy to remember, you can pick it up. Now the dictionary, it supports you to remember them well because uh, there is the list of words are very long. Okay, next one. Look at exasperate, excare, irritate, exasperate. Now, the word irritate, excare, irritate, making something worse. Choice is yours. How to remember it, right? Next one, abscission. Up, scissors on high. Now, on high is it is nativized here, right? Ab scissors, the act of serving, cutting. Now, instead of see in this mnemonics part, what is mentioned over here is ab scissors on high. Let's ignore on high. Ab scissors, session scissor, session scissors, there is rhyming over here. Now what is the job of scissors? To cut. So ab session is almost to cut something. That's how you can remember the word. Okay, now let's come to the theoretical part of mnemonics. What is it actually? Are there any hard and fast rules, right? If you look at the above mnemonics, you should be able to identify the following things. Let's look at what they are. There is nothing exact or scientific about mnemonics. That's what I'm telling you. There are no hard and fast rules. There are no thumb rules at all to master mnemonics or behind mnemonics. These are tools just meant to aid in learning. Mnemonics will mostly not match the exact meaning of the words at all. Mnemonics is a tool to remember the word better. Now mnemonics and the meaning does not match at all. Okay, you need to go closer with the support of the mnemonics. You will have to take the leap of faith and use your creativity to extrapolate the meanings of the words and with their respective word mnemonics. Now you have liberty over here. You can choose like what I said, garish, garnish. If you see, at times you need to go beyond what you see in the word. If you can bring certain additional information to remember this word better, then it will be easy. Now garish is, see, to tell you the truth, garish and garnish, I got the idea just now. I haven't prepared to let you know like this. I got this idea just now, and I gave this idea to you. So you need to think it is your responsibility, it is your headache, and it is you who have to clear the test. So how to remember the word? Either go ahead with the take of support of mnemonics, and there will be 2 or 3 models provided to you. Besides those 2 or 3 models, you can come out with your own model of remembering them also. Now, the example, look at the word nine. Now, what is that word nine? Is one of the funniest ways to remember. The funnier is the mnemonic, the easier it is to learn. So, this is exasperate, excare, irritate. Right? That is example given there. Use your creativity and lateral thinking. Now, you know what is thinking. Lateral thinking is thinking out of the box. I repeat, lateral thinking is thinking out of the box. So, to remember the word, what is the easiest way or what is the funniest way? The major objective behind mnemonics is to remember the word in a funniest way. So, use your lateral thinking as much as you can. So, produce different mnemonics. As a start, you can post different mnemonics for the above words in the comments section for this post. Now, when I say comment section for this post, what I mean here is I'm going to put this in the blog. Okay, sooner I'm letting you know the blog address too, where when you come across a new word and a new way or funniest way of remembering a word, you can put it in the blog, right? That's all about mnemonics. Hope you understand it. Now doubts can be clarified during our class sessions. Thank you, boys and girls.